Hey everybody, Mr. Andrews here. I'm just going to make a quick video doing a little walkthrough, kind of a step-by-step introduction here to go over the new assignment that was just posted on Google Classroom. I will make a little notification or send out a message about it on Google Hangouts. But by the time you probably see this, you will probably get the message, or maybe you're keeping up with what's being posted on Google Classroom. But again, I just want to kind of do a quick walkthrough for both students and family members, whether parents, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, try and make sense of this if it is confusing at all. Um, it's the assignment should be the top thing that your child or that you students see on your Google Classroom. So I'm in my homeroom of Cosmic right now, but it should look the same for everybody. So what I'm going to do is just click on that post. Okay. Mine looks a little bit different because I have the teacher version, but I will kind of switch over to see. So my screen kind of looks like what you guys will see. So the assignment is called Junior Scholastic Census Article, and I also give the week of 3:30 through 4:3, this week, or last week before spring break. So I do have sub instructions or some directions here that we need to make sure we try to follow. That way we can hopefully um, make sense of the article and complete it the best that we can. So I'm going to go through this. Like I said, I'll try not to keep this video going too long. I just want to make sure you guys know what to do. It says to one, click on the article why everyone's talking about the census and sign up with Google Classroom. So that's going to be found here. Okay, you see there's a lot of things attached, but the article is that first one in the top left. And again, this is very similar to things that we've done in the classroom before. So hopefully you guys remember how to do this. So you just click on the article. Okay, it's going to take a second to load. And probably what it's going to have you guys do, it's probably going to have you guys sign in with Google Classroom or ask for a classroom password. Just remember, if you scroll down a little bit in that window, it should have an option for you to sign with Google Classroom. I'm already signed in, so that's why it's not asking me. But again, it's going to have you, or you're being asked to go ahead and then looking back at the directions here to read the article. It is not a very long article. Again, if you want to read it with somebody at your house, you could do that. Or if you want to do a video chat with somebody, if you can FaceTime or Duo or something with a classmate and kind of get this done together. But the reason that I picked this article is because it connects very nicely to what you guys were going over with the Blizzard Bag packet material, kind of looking at the different branches of government. And something that the government has to do every 10 years is take a census, pretty much count everybody that's living in the country. So we're kind of seeing that happen here, and I'm sure that you guys are maybe family members have received the census paperwork in the mail. I know we did, and I think we completed it online just the other day. So again, this is kind of seeing what one of the responsibilities and one of the jobs that our government has to do. So just take the time to read the article. There's a short introduction here, and then it's broken down into 3 different sections. Number 1, who gets counted in the census and how. Okay. Again, what's nice, again, if the internet is available and working for you guys, or you have access to the internet and you can read it on your Chromebook or computer, tablet, phone, whatever, you can interact with the pictures, the charts, and the graphs that they have in here. The second section that they have, what questions are included. Again, these are interactive, so you can click on them if you want to see something that makes a little bit more sense. Okay. And the third part here, the third section, I'll move that back over there, is why does the census matter? And this kind of connects to the elections. Okay. And you can go more into depth. So again, pretty short article, so just make sure you take the time on it. Once you're done, you can keep the article up if you'd like. I would strongly recommend, because you'll need to go back to the text to help you with the questions that follow. So what I also posted on the instructions here is, if for some reason that you cannot access the Junior Scholastic website and get the article, there is a PDF version of the article. So that's also attached on the assignment. So students or families, if you couldn't access Scholastic's website, there is a PDF version that should work on just about any browser. Again, just might take a second to load, and it, for the most part, is the very same article. And again, it's split up into 3 different sections there. not too difficult, I don't think. So I want to make sure that everybody had a chance to get it one way or another. But if we go back to the instructions kind of here, okay, so number 3 is asking us to open the Google Forms assignment. That's over here, okay, on the right-hand side. So we're going to click on that where it says, they changed the name of the document, so why everybody's talking about the census. So the Google Forms here, okay, and just make sure on this, and as that's loading, go back to instructions, follow the instructions on the assignment and answer the 10 questions that follow. I put a little starred section here under number 4. It's going to ask you to enter your school email address, so the same one you would sign into the Chromebook with or to access Google Classroom. We've done a couple of these throughout the last couple of years, guys, so you should remember how to do this, or should kind of be familiar to you guys. On mine, it's not asking me to sign in, again, because I'm already signed into my Chromebook to my school account, so it just kind of does it automatically. But again, it's going to ask you 10 multiple choice questions, nothing that you guys need to write. Again, make sure that you either have the PDF or the online version open, so you can use the text to help you answer the questions. Okay, so you guys are more than welcome to do that. It's using your resources, as you guys have heard me say a lot. 10 questions, so just take your time on this. Don't be in a rush to get through. And then once you're done, please make sure you hit submit. Okay, I can only receive these Google Forms. I can only receive your answers if you, one, have entered your school email address and hit submit. Okay, it's worth 10 points. Just a quick kind of assessment over the article. Again, I like the article because it ties in very nicely and connects very well to what we were looking at with the different responsibilities and the different jobs that our government has. So that is it. As you can see on the assignment, it's not meant to be very difficult or not meant to take a lot of time. The tentative due date, you guys will be able to see on there, is the Monday after we come back. Again, my Google Classroom looks slightly different than yours, so that's why yours maybe doesn't look the same as mine. But I believe that day is the 13th of April. Okay, so you have the entire week to get this done. I think for most of us, we should be able to get it done this week, or maybe this afternoon, or whatever you can fit it in. I know you guys have a lot of work to do, so that's why I'm not trying to overload you guys with a bunch of stuff. But if you do have questions, either family members or students, leave a comment in Google Classroom, ask during a YouTube live session, or ask in Hangouts if you have that available. So I'll do the best I can to kind of get back to you and make sense of anything that's just not clicking with you. But that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Again, just wanted to give you guys a quick kind of walkthrough about this new assignment that is posted in your Google Classroom. So, and if you got questions, please let me know, and we'll do our best to get back to you. See ya.